Hello everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In today's session we will see about version control system importance. So far, code, script which we have written for our framework, we should not place that code only in our local system. We should maintain some common place so that other team member can also easily access that code. They can modify that code and they can also add new test cases etc. in that code. So far we have written all the script and code in PyCharm, that is in our local system. But we should not keep the code only at our local system. We should maintain some common place so that other teammate can easily access, modify that code and they can add new test cases etc. And that's where version control system tools come into the picture. Various version control system like Git, GitHub, SVN, etc. As a quality assurance engineer in automation, it is very important to know about Git, GitHub and Jenkins. Now, before that, let's understand the connection between developer team, tester team and DevOps team. So let's understand in real time how developer team, tester team and DevOps team coordinate with each other. So let's understand this is the developer team. There can be a single developer or multiple developers as well. If you see right side, that is the developer team. And what is the responsibility of developer team? They will write the code. According to the feature, they will develop the features, they will write the code. There can be a single developer or multiple team of members can be present. They will perform unit testing, white box testing, and they will keep all their code in one common place, that is repository. So they will put all the code in repository. It is a common place from which developers can access the code. They can share their code. They can test their code from one common place, that is known as a repository. Similarly, there can be a tester team as well. Now this is the testing team. Testing team can also write some automation script. There can be a single tester or multiple team of tester which would be writing different type of automation test cases, and they will keep the code also in one common repository. Testing team will also place the code in one of the common repository so that multiple tester can access that code. They can add some new test cases and they can modify some existing test cases as well. So testing team will write automation script. They will keep the code at common place, that is repository. And apart from these two teams, there would be a DevOps team. DevOps teams are basically development operations team. DevOps team will share some tasks from developers as well as testers. So what they will do is, from development repository, they will take the code and they will create a build by using various build tools. So DevOps team, so if you see, developers will keep their code in one common repository. From this common repository, DevOps team will pick the code and they will create build of the software. Also, on that developed build, DevOps team will also perform some basic testing to make sure that build is stable. And as soon as the build is stable and build is created, they will send email across all the teams. So DevOps team will pick the developer repository code. They will create a build of the software using build tools, and also they will perform basic testing on the build to make sure that build is stable. And once the build is stable, they will share email when build is successfully created. And QA team can also get that build to perform manual and automation testing. So QA team will get that build and they will perform some manual testing or automation testing on that build which is successful. DevOps is basically process automation. So creation of build, taking the developer repository code, taking some testing repository code to perform the basic test cases. All these processes are automated from DevOps side. DevOps is basically process automation. So everything, each and every process in DevOps is basically automated. For example, picking up test cases, creating build, even execution of test cases is also automated. Version control is very useful to maintain the state of code. So in this system, Git and GitHub becomes very important. So Git is a local repository. So whoever writes the code, whether it is a tester or it is a developer, everyone will have Git installed in their local system. So Git is basically a local repository. So everyone in the team will have Git on his local machine, and whatever code is written, it needs to commit in that Git repository with the help of that individual. So every individual, whether it is from testing team or development team, will have Git in their local system, and whatever code they are writing, they will commit that code in Git repository, that is local repository. And from that local repository, they will push that code into remote repository, that is GitHub repository. So Git is a local system, whereas GitHub is a remote repository. So every developer or every tester, once they write their code, they will commit that code into Git repository, which is the local repository. And from the local repository, they will push the code to one common remote place, that is GitHub repository. So that is the main difference between Git and GitHub. So Git is a local repository, whereas GitHub is a remote repository. And DevOps team will get the code from GitHub repository. So if the DevOps team wants the code from the developer team, then they will access the GitHub repository of developers. Similarly, if they want to access the test automation code to perform the testing action on development build, they will take the latest code from testing GitHub repository, perform the test cases. And they will use tools like Jenkins for build creation and test execution. So DevOps will get the code from GitHub repository, from developer as well as testers using Jenkins build creation and test execution. After build is successful from Jenkins, then email will be triggered across the team. This entire process is known as continuous integration. For example, taking the developer build, creation of build, execution of test cases, sending the successful email, all these things are automated and it is known as a continuous integration process. This entire process is known as continuous integration, and this build generation will happen at least once in a day. So every time you log into your system every day morning, you will get new build to test as a tester. That is basically known as a continuous integration process. So from the tester's perspective, let's understand we have written all the code in our framework so far in our local system. So our local system is having local laptop or local computer system is having that code which we have written for our test framework. We will have Git installed in our system. That is basically a local repository. So whatever code we have written, we have to perform commit action on that code, and we have to commit that code into local repository. Into Git repository, we have to commit that code. And from local repository, we can push that code into remote repository, that is GitHub repository. GitHub repository is basically a remote repository. From Git, we can push the code to remote repository. From remote repository, using Jenkins, we can execute the test cases. So once we push the code into GitHub repository, that is remote repository, we can execute the tests on that code from GitHub repository using Jenkins. So by using Jenkins, we can successfully perform test execution from the code which is present on GitHub repository. So that is basically the end-to-end code cycle. So we write the code in our local system. We commit that code into Git repository, that is the local repository. From local repository, we push the code to remote repository, that is GitHub repository. And using Jenkins, we can execute the test cases on the code which is present in GitHub repository. So in the coming session, we will see how we can perform all these actions. We will first install Git in our system and understand more about Git, that is the local repository. Then we will also see how to push the code to remote repository, that is GitHub repository. And in the coming session, we will also execute the test using Jenkins as well. So let's revise one more time. So far we have seen code script which we have written. We should not place that code in our local system only. We should maintain some common place so that other teammate can easily access that code, modify that code, and add the new test cases, etc. That's where version control system comes into the picture. Various version control system like Git, GitHub, SVN can be used. And knowledge of Git, GitHub, and Jenkins is very important. We have also seen how DevOps team is very important in development cycle. So in the coming session, we will see more about Git. Thanks for watching this video.